So welcome back everyone, Mike and Melissa here today. It's a beautiful evening here tonight. A little bit overcast, but it is much cooler than it was the last couple of days. Much better. Cooler. Tonight we're going to kind of go over two different things. One, Melissa's going to learn how to run the Wolfe compact commercial splitter. We're going to go down there and split a little bit of wood. And we're also going to talk about home security. And the reason we're going to do that is it's something that's been on our mind, and this is actually a sponsored video by SimpliSafe, so I want to thank them. It's something that we've been needing to do for a while. But while we go down and split some wood, if you don't mind, in the comments, let us know, if your home has ever been broken into, how that all went down, was it ever resolved, and let us know. Our house was broke into one time. It was years ago. We'll get into that in a little bit, but it's not a good feeling at all. It's really not. So what do you say we go split some wood? Yeah. And then we'll come back up here, talk a little bit about home security. And you know who's part of our home security plan? Ruger, our golden retriever. We have three Goldens. Stanley couldn't care less about whatever happens here. Ruger. Piper would go hide. And Ruger, this is not nice to say, but how do you say this in a nice way? Ruger,
he's got a heart twice the size of his brain.
Maybe 3 times the size of his brain.
Thanks, Eddie.
But when it comes to protecting like Melissa and the kids, Ruger is the dog. He is. He wouldn't put up with anything. And oh, by the way, he chased a fox the other day, took off out through the woods, and that was the same day that fox got one of our chickens. And a little update on the chicken, it's doing pretty good, isn't it?
It's doing pretty good, but we're missing a black and white one.
Oh, we are missing a black and white one. So the black one, it was definitely a black one that got hit in the driveway. There are black feathers
in the garage,
everywhere. But they're pretty resilient. We brought her home. She spent the night in the garage, and next day she's out pecking around the yard. So that one's good. The other one, we don't know. But anyway, we're rambling. Let's go split some wood.
Okay.
You want to take that 6-way wedge off, and I'll put the 4-way on. You have the pin.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I didn't have it down all the way. Alright. Alright, you want to fire it up, and then we'll just let it idle, kind of go through the controls. Big log over, you're going to use this one to put the log lift down. See? That lifts it up, that goes down. You just go real easy, you know what I mean? So you'll put it down like that. Go ahead and run it up and down. Put it all the way to the bottom. This one here moves the wedge up and down. Go ahead and try it. Good. Good. So we're going to use the 4-way wedge, even though this is pretty big wood, because the 6-way isn't enough. So we'll chunk it into 4 big pieces. Then we'll put them back on the table and run them through the 4-way again. So you'll have to take time and kind of raise that up and down a little bit to get it right, you know what I mean? Think you're ready? I'll go fire up the conveyor. you think of that?
Worked nicely.
Does, huh?
Yeah, fast.
You got to pay attention to what you're doing, that's for sure, though.
Right. I'm glad these are labeled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't want to confuse them.
Sometimes the log lift, I hit the wrong one on it. Sometimes, you know, I'm thinking I'm putting it down when I'm actually putting it up. But yeah, works really good in the conveyor. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
A lot less handling of the firewood.
Right.
Well, what do you say we head up to the house and we'll talk a little bit about SimpliSafe and home security.
Okay.
So I think the wood splitting went pretty well for your first time. That thing really makes a lot of firewood.
Fast.
And yeah, you got to be careful, you know, with two people. It'd probably even be safer with one to learn on, but I kind of watched everything she was doing. She was watching my hands, so it went really well. But yeah, we'll practice a few more times and you'll be up and running on your own.
Okay.
But anyway, I want to talk about home security, and I asked at the beginning of this video, excuse me for a second. I asked at the beginning of this video if you've ever had your home broken into. And if you have, let us know in the comments how that all worked out. Years ago when we were building our house, I had a dump truck up here parked. You know, I'd work all day, come up here, work on the house till like 11 o'clock at night. And we were just kind of finishing up. I was putting a big tongue and groove cedar ceiling in. And I left here about, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock at night, went to our other house where we were staying. And I had left my dump truck up here, drove my company truck to the other place. Next night I come up and the passenger side window was smashed out of my truck and I couldn't figure out why. Remember me asking, like, what the heck? I don't know, did it get shot? You know, I didn't have anything in the truck that I knew of at the time. And that night in bed it dawned on me I had a cordless drill laying there on the seat or on the floor or something, and that's what they stole. So, you know, that ticked me off, but the next morning I went and bought a new drill because I knew I was going to need one that night. And so I came up here, worked the following night, went home, went to bed. The next night I come up here, they had broke into the house the second night. So they hit us 2 nights in a row. And at that time they stole all my tools. I mean, even like my hammer, my tape measure, but slide compound miter saw, the drill that I bought that day. And I mean, we were ticked off. And the police came and all that, and nothing really ever came of it. I did hear later on that they caught a group of guys that were kind of hitting the area, construction sites and things like that, but you know, we never heard anything else about it. So for years after we moved in, we did have an alarm system for a while, and with one of those big companies. Wasn't completely satisfied with it, but as far as security we have right now, there's usually somebody here. There is, and like I talked about, Ruger is a defender. So we have driveway alarms, we've got several cameras. I've showed you a couple of them, but you know, for security purpose, we have several other cameras in all different directions, you know what I mean? And we get notifications when someone pulls in the driveway, and we have a pretty good system for when we're here, because you know, a lot of times I'm out in the woods or something, she's out on a hike, and it may just be for 10 or 15 minutes, but there might not be any here. Most of the time there is. So we were in the market actually for some type of security system. So if we're at the dinner or nobody's around, you know, usually with Hunter we have somebody here with him if it's not one of us. But we were in the market for a system, and SimpliSafe was actually on my short list to get. I talked to a coworker who has one, Matt from work has, he loves it. And I talked to a good friend of mine, and that's the direction we're gonna go. But sometimes you drag your feet on this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. And so I thought to myself, man, if something would happen, I'd be really ticked off about not being set up for it. So I was already pulled the trigger on one. SimpliSafe reached out to us and sent us this system. So I'm really looking forward to trying it out. Everything I heard about it's fantastic. But we're gonna, you know, I'm gonna go over kind of unboxing it real quick. I'll set up a few sensors. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. There's hundreds of videos probably on how to install this. But from what I can tell, it's literally, everything's got sticky backs on them. It's battery power. The battery lasts for years. Should be pretty quick and easy. And we'll be up and running here in just a bit. You have anything you'd like to add, Melissa?
Nope.
Nothing. You're pretty quiet tonight.
Yeah. I was trying to get a word in edgewise.
Yeah, I was kind of rambling on there a little bit.
Couldn't get one in.
All right.
And you were talking about our current system. There's no use telling you the password and everything, so I feel super safe. But
yeah.
I like SimpliSafe. Just that. I simply want to feel safe. There's no, you know, I am confident that I can defend myself. I'm confident that we're safe here, but You never
I have
know.
a few friends that I know for sure have SimpliSafe installed in their home, and they love it. I'm sure there's others, but there's 2 that I know of for sure. Plus all the research I've done, everything I read up on this system, I think it's a very good system. I'm really anxious to try it out. You know, everybody says it's very effective, it's reliable, you know, helps keep your home safe. Plus it's really easy to set up. That's what they all say. We'll find out here in a little bit. Lots of different thoughtful features though, plus a lot of extras like, you know, the freeze sensor, the water sensor, things like that. And it's pretty reasonable from what I understand. It's about 50 cents a day and you don't have to enter into those real long-term contracts. So all in all, this sounds pretty good. All right, here's everything that came in the box from SimpliSafe. We have a base station, keypad, 4 entry sensors, security camera, glass break sensor, panic button, video doorbell, smoke detector, freeze detector, water detector, 2 key fobs, and 2 motion detectors. Oh, also a yard sign and a couple window stickers. All right, I just started reading through the setup guide and kind of figuring out everything that we have here. I think everything here will cover our house really well. Our house isn't that big. For example, I've got 3 entry points, you know, 3 man doors, and I've got 4 of the entry sensors. Now, one thing that I do like about this, I've been doing a little bit of reading on SimpliSafe, is everything is battery powered. Now the base station and this camera, I believe, you plug both of them in, but they have battery backup. And then I got to thinking, well, I don't want to be messing around changing the batteries and all this stuff all the time. But from everything I'm reading, they last years and years, so it shouldn't be a big deal. And then everything you just kind of stick to the wall. They have stickies on them. All you do is pull these tabs to activate the battery. And I like the idea of the stickies. I mean, can you imagine running wires for all this stuff? I'm glad I don't have to do that. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about trying this out. Now, I'm not going to go through installing the whole thing. I'm going to get it done. Maybe show you a couple of them, just how easy they go on the wall. I'm sure there's hundreds of videos on YouTube showing the actual installation, but I just kind of want to get it up and running and test it out. But yeah, so far so good. It looks like it'll be pretty easy. Now, there's several different modes. I was reading through the book here, so there's one, I like this. So you can arm it from anywhere. You know, you can put your system in away mode. So you use this mode when you're leaving the house. All your sensors, including the motion sensors, will be active. I'm reading right out of the book here. You have 60 seconds to exit before the alarm activates. You can put your system in home mode. So when you're home, obviously you don't want all your motion sensors working, but all the door sensors, all that stuff will work. You can turn the system off. There's a test mode, all sorts of stuff. It does look, it looks pretty easy. It really does. Pretty cool. But anyway, I'm gonna go set this thing up and we'll get a little footage of putting some of this stuff in and we'll go from there.
Welcome to SimpliSafe.
It says, please remove to activate batteries. That's easy. I like it. All right, I'm down here in the garage now. So the base station is at the other side of the house. It's pretty far away from here. So I'm going to put this one on and then give Melissa a call on the phone. Let's see if it's working.
Hello?
Hey, I'm going to open this door. Let me know if the base station chimes.
Okay. Yep.
Nice action.
Good.
Let's do that again.
Okay. There it is.
Good deal. Thanks.
Thanks.
It's pretty cool. Okay, what I did, I installed almost all the sensors. I'm not quite done yet. Now I have the keypad. It says press button on a device to test and name. So I'm in the garage right now. I'm gonna hit this button. Entry sensor found. I hope you can see that. Now it's gonna ask me to name it. I'm gonna go garage. Set. That entry sensor is named. Tell you what, it's pretty slick. So it is, what time is it? It's 8:21 right now, okay? And I got home from work about 5:45, something like that. Had a little bit of dinner. Then Melissa and I, we went and split some firewood, did a few other things. Yeah, it's 8:21 right now. And I set this system up in about 35 minutes. I was going to show you where I put every sensor, but I don't think that would be real smart putting that on the internet. Now, as far as what I think about this so far, all I can tell you is installation and setup is a breeze. It is super easy. Is this the greatest alarm system in the world? I can't say, because this is the first night I've had it up and running, but so far so good. And what I really like about it is you can keep adding to it. You know, if you think you need a sensor in a different spot or you want to move one, it's no problem at all. And it's very simple. It is. I guess that's where they get the name. But you got your off button, home button, and away button, and that's it. It found all the sensors very easily, even down in the garage. The home base is real far away from it. So far I'm impressed, and I didn't have to have a bunch of guys come in the house and drill holes in everything and set up an alarm system. So my next step is I'm going to register everything, get the app, and I will report back on this thing. Like I said, installation, this is all I know so far. Fantastic, super easy, very user friendly. I'll get everything kind of finished up here. I do have to put in the a glass break sensor, the water, and the freeze, which don't really have to worry about the freeze here for a while. It's still pretty warm. But I think that's about it. Like I said, I don't want to tell you it's the greatest alarm system in the world. I'm just being honest with you. But from everything that I've heard from everyone that has one and all the reviews, I like it. I like it a lot. I really do. I'm not just saying that. It's like 35 minutes up and running. Pretty sweet. But anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. We got a bunch of stuff going on here. We really do. The sawmill will be coming this week. What else? We're going to be splitting lots of wood. We really are. I got to get all that stuff over here from the neighbors. I don't even know where to start. We got a ton of stuff that's going to be happening on the channel. And once again, I want to thank everybody for your support and all the views, and hit the like button if you enjoy them. And we really appreciate it. We really do. But I think that's about it. I feel a little safer tonight. I do. But anyway, like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.